Hello everyone of YouTube, Danjo the Mysterious here. So, I don't know if you heard what happened in my last video.
For now on, I'm not doing any more Let's Plays on my channel. But that doesn't mean I'm done with making videos entirely. I wanted to upload something else, like, my first review or something. Maybe another countdown, if I have to. I don't know what I'm gonna be uploading next at this point, but I'll figure something out.
And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So, it's time I count down the top 10 worst songs of 2017 by critics. Now you wait just a minute, sir. Didn't Ducky already done a list like this before? Twice? Each year since 2015? You can't just have two YouTubers do the same thing. That is just blasphemy. Actually, I can. And I will. Sure, Ducky already done lists like these before. But guess what Ducky didn't do? Bring in more critics. That's right. I'm going to bring in just about every critic I can find. And once that's done, I would have to watch their worst songs list, and I combine all their opinions into one final verdict. And yes, even in text form. Because I can. And also, my ranking system is different from his. Here's how this is going to work. For every number one pick, that song gets 10 points. And depending on how long their list is, number 10 gets 1 point. Or for number 5, it gets 2 points. Number 20 gets 0.5 points. Number 25 gets 0.4. You get the idea. For every honorable or dishonorable mention, it gets 0 points. However, if one critic does not mention that song at all on their list, it gets -1 point. I put them all together, and it gets that total score. Sheesh, you know how long it took me to do all that? Don't expect this to be my own worst hit songs list. 'Cause it's not. These are not my own personal opinions on these songs. These are what the critics think. And if you like these songs somehow, then that's great. Tell me why. I'm sure even other critics have different opinions. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. But first, let's tackle these dishonorable mentions. I Don't Want to Live Forever by Zayn and Taylor Swift. Sheesh, emo much? No, duh, we don't want to live forever. Because we can't. It's part of life. Get over it. Also, Zayn's falsetto does not sound good. And neither does Taylor Swift. This song is trying to be sexy when really it's not. And when this came from the soundtrack of 50 Shades Darker, the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey, then that's saying something. Mo Bounce by Iggy Azalea featuring Charlie XCX. Not all songs can make the year-end list. This is one of those tracks. I guess Iggy did get the last laugh after all. Good thing too, because my god does this track suck! It's just her saying the word bounce over and over to the point where it gets annoying real fast. Also, in the video, why on earth did she film herself shaking her ass only to show off kids dancing in front of the camera seconds later? That just doesn't make any sense to me. And when even a lot of her fans are disliking this song, it's no wonder she got a bad reputation and killed her career. And don't get me started on that remix with Charlie XCX, my word! You know what else didn't make the year-end chart? These Hoes by Bad Baby. Question: who thought that giving Daniel Bergoli, aka Bad Baby Billboard Hits was a good idea. I sure as hell don't. This song may get on your nerves, especially with that beat and her rapping, both of which sound annoying. And what a stupid way she spelled the title of her diss track. These hoes. Jesus Christ. Someone please educate her as soon as possible. Bank Account by 21 Savage. I don't get what I see in this track. It sounds pretty boring. I have nothing else to say about this in the matter, so moving on. Behente by J Balvin and Willie William, remixed by Beyonce. Okay, the sample that is played on its own sounds somewhat decent. Then he goes on, and on, and on, and on, and on. It gets to the point where it plays for almost the entire song, and afterwards, it got annoying real quick. While I will have tolerated this one, the fact that they played the sample and they did nothing else other than to add in more instruments and beats over that sample, it leads off to one terrible song. Then there's the Beyonce remix, which is somehow worse. Oh my lord. 1-800-273-8255 by Logic featuring Alessia Cara and Khalid. Okay, this is actually a good idea of a song, but man did it fall flat in execution. I wish it could have been better than what we already got because this was supposed to be taken seriously. But apparently one of the artists had other plans, even though it wasn't meant to be. Isn't that right, Logic? Bad Things by Machine Gun Kelly and Camila Cabello. Camila's voice is so uncomfortable to listen to. The lyrics from Machine Gun Kelly just sounds awful, and with both of these artists together, I believe they don't have any chemistry whatsoever. As for the production, even that's not good. It's making me feel sick just thinking about it. Yeah, this is not a good song at all. Juju on That Beat, Teasy Anthem, by Zay Hilfiger and Zayon McCall. Jeez, what forgettable names. This is a song to kill all Vine songs. This is just yet another dance song, if you can even call it that, and it just plain sucks. This track is by two kids, whose names I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'll call them the two Zays. One sounds like he's having asthma. Seriously, dude, breathe. While the other can't even rhyme for shit. Also, comparings is not even a word. Trust me, I looked it up. The instrumental is taken right off of an already mediocre track. The only thing they changed was the pitch, and they did nothing else with it. Then there's this line when one Zay was all like, "Hey, you ugly. You your daddy's son." So? Seriously, are you trying to make a dance song or a diss track? Even though they're just kids, they could have done way better than this. Or better yet, go away. Believer by Imagine Dragons. I get why this is hated. The beat sounds mediocre, the lead singer's fast rapping does not make it sound good, and him emphasizing the word PAIN is a bit much. So that's why it's on here. But it's not the only Imagine Dragons song worth mentioning. Strip That Down by Liam Payne featuring Quavo. Wow. The production is lackluster as hell, and those "Hey, in the background do not help whatsoever. The lyrics make Liam sound pretentious, especially with this line in the pre-chorus. He used to be in 1D, now he's free. Also, what is up with that low-pitched voice saying, "Oh, strip that down, girl, love when you hit the ground, girl"? It just does not fit in the slightest bit. Quavo? He also doesn't help here. This is just awful. Pretty much overall, the critics' least favorite hit out of all former 1D members' hits in 2017. Kodak Yellow by Cardi B. Yes, that right there's the entire joke. Just go with it. The beat feels choppy, her lyrics are a bit questionable, and her flow seems whack. This right here is pretty bad. At least that's what some critics said. Young and Menace by Fall Out Boy. These guys used to make good songs over the past few years. What the hell happened here? It sounds fun enough, I guess. That is, of course, till we get to the chorus. And it is loud and annoying. This is Fall Out Boy? No wonder this didn't become a hit. Ready for it? 'Cause I'm not. By Taylor Swift. The instrumental sounds wonky, the lyrics are bad, and her rapping, like we haven't heard that before, is so awful. You have done goofed, Taylor, but it won't be the last time we hear from you. Swing by Ray Shrimmer. Wow, this is lame. It's about getting drunk in the club. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Sway's falsetto is also not helping. It just gone from bland to flat-out annoying. I would skip this one. And last but not least, Don't Wanna Know by Maroon 5 featuring Kendrick Lamar. This was originally going to be number 10 on this list, but was pulled back because of one mistake I made. I'll get to that later on. This is Maroon 5 trying to be all hip with the mainstream with this tropical house vibe. And it sucks. M's falsetto sounds unpleasant as usual, so that sucks too. Also, Kendrick? What on earth are you doing here? You are capable of so much better than this. This just doesn't work. You're lucky this didn't make the list proper, even though it originally did. Also, those guys look so stupid in those costumes. What is this, Pokemon Go? Oh, wait. Alright, enough stalling. Time to get to the actual list. Number 10, with 40.1 points. Bon Appetit by Katy Perry featuring Migos. Well, this is pretty disgusting. So, Katy, in your song Chained to the Rhythm, you want to make good songs, eh? Then explain this follow-up. Food puns based on sex. Who even enjoys them anymore? Migos? Oh please, they don't save this song in the slightest bit. Hence why this song is on this list. Number 9, with 57.8 points. Issues by Julia Michaels. This song has issues. Julia, just because you can write songs doesn't always mean you can sing too. I mean, wow, is her singing voice terrible! The production also doesn't help matters. It sounds so weak and pathetic. Why on earth would she write a song like this and think, oh wow, this song's so good, I might as well try and sing it and see if it works out. You tried, Julia, but you didn't try hard enough. Number 8, with 62.8 points, Rake It Up by Yo Gotti featuring Nicki Minaj. Wow, this is trash if I ever heard one. The production here is just horrible. Those producers didn't even try. And neither does Yo Gotti. The lyrics are some of the worst, especially with this infamous line where he talks about women's periods. In a strip club anthem, no less. Oh, but don't worry, Nicki here also got you covered. She rhymed China with China with China with China with vagina with China again. Brilliant songwriting, guys. Joking aside, this song belongs in the trash, and it should stay that way. Number 7, with 67 points.
Logan!
Do I have your attention? Good. Anyway, Look at Me, in all caps and an exclamation point at the end, by Rojas featuring XXXTentacion. I'm surprised Rojas, the producer of this song, doesn't get mentioned at all. Question is, do we care? This is apparently all on XXXTentacion. Okay, seriously? What the hell? They call this music? This is horseshit! The bass here is way over the top, to the point where it's considered ear rape, and XXXTentacion, who's a rapist by the way, sounds like he really wants and deserves any attention he can get. Speaking of which, this is about him raping women, but he takes it to a whole new level, to a point where even Chris Brown would approve of. From not keeping his dick in his pants, to getting the girl's throat fucked, to, get this, slitting her wrist. That right there is just wrong and despicable of him to say. Thank you, Kate Shearer, for pointing that out. Christ, if I were to make a worst hit songs list of my own, this would for sure be my least favorite out of all of them. This song blows hard. Not in the way I intended. Next! Number 6, with 91.9 points, Thunder by Imagine Dragons. This song has pretty much mixed results by critics, with one half saying that it's decent or pretty good, while the other half says otherwise. You know what I get from it? Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder. Yes, it's repetitive as hell, and also lazy as hell. They just had to hammer it in until it gets stuck in your head. Also, the way the lead singer sings his first and second verses get a bit annoying. And what on earth is up with that noise before the final chorus? This song doesn't even sound thunderous in any way. It's just another track that repeats itself both lyrically and annoyingly indeed. Oh, and if you thought that was annoying, just wait until you hear this next one. Okay, we're halfway through the list. Number 5, with 108 points. Originally, this song had 24.8 points. But when I double checked, boy was I off. Way off. It's Everyday Bro by Jake Paul featuring Team 10 and Gucci Mane for some reason. This isn't big enough of a Billboard hit, but alas, critics put it on their list anyway. It's no surprise why. With that said, this is hilariously awful in almost every way, especially when it comes to the lyrics, from having that Disney Channel flow, despite the fact that Jake Paul got fired from Disney, to having so many subscribers thinking he can beat PewDiePie in subscriber counts, yeah right, to selling his merch like a, quote, God church, unquote, to showing off matching tattoos with one of his teammates, and also one of those members of Team 10 come over to the spotlight saying, everyone say it with me now, England is my city. Lyrical genius. Now you see why this is one of the worst songs of the year. Oh, and Gucci Mane? Don't get me started. Number 4, with 119.9 points, Tunnel Vision by Kodak Black. Ugh. If Look at Me is my least favorite hit of the year, then this would be my second least favorite. I can't stand his voice, I can't stand the production, I can't stand the lyrics, I just can't stand any of it. This guy sounds annoying as hell with his singing, The instrumental sounds awful with that trap beat, guitar, and that freaking flute. But the absolute worst part about this song is the controversy behind it. You see, Kodak has been arrested for marijuana, gun possession, child neglect, and whatever else he has done. But this guy insisted that the reason why he's sent to jail is because, get this, he is black. Real smooth there, for an inexcusable prick like you. Then there's this line, which is not shown in the lyrics of his song, but there was one time where he said this live on stage. I get any girl I want, I don't gotta rape. Gee, I can see why he didn't put that on the official track, because that just crossed the line right there. Yeah, this song may as well be one of the worst tracks of the year. But we're not done. We still got the top 3 to deal with. This is bottom of the barrel when it comes to this year's music. Number 3, with 175.6 points. Oh god, not this one. Gucci Gang by Lil Pump. Or should I say, Gucci Gang, 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 Gucci. Where do I begin with this one? This is coming from a seriously mentally dumb rapper. And it shows. The instrumental is not that good. The lyrics, do I even need to say it? It's obviously so repetitive to the point where your mind can lose some brain cells in a matter of minutes, let alone seconds. Don't get me started on what the rest of the lyrics look like, because they are somehow worse. Do I need to say any more on why this song is one of the worst this year? Because I believe I said enough. Number 2, with 213.3 points. You all saw this one coming. Body Like a Backroad by Sam Hunt. Body like a backroad. Are you comparing your wife's body to a bland, curvy, dirty road that you ride on almost every day? Who thought this is a good idea of a song? Did no one who produced the track or write the lyrics for it stop and think, wait a minute, this is a terrible idea. Why don't we change the lyrics to make it sound more romantic? But no, let's compare a woman's body to a road. Yeah, that'll surely become a hit in no time flat. The production is also terrible, with the bland drums and guitars and those ay in the background. Jeez, I expected those chants to be in a party or rap song, but country? His vocals sound like he's about to get drunk. Then, there are the lyrics. It's no surprise that they are so stupid. This is a lazy, witless song that should never have become a hit. But guess what? Biggest country song of the year. I hope you're happy, America. So what could be worse than that? Let's get this over with. And overall, the number 1 worst song of the year by critics with 234.1 points. This should surprise nobody. Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Where do I even start? Taylor, why, oh why would you do this? I expected better from you when you released Style and Wildest Dreams. What the hell happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. The old Taylor is now dead. So say hello to the new Taylor in town. Okay, seriously, this is getting ridiculous. She's trying to be someone she's not, and this is just blasphemy. So, why did she make this song anyway? It's because the 3Ks had hurt her little feelings. Kanye, because he made a song where he said he made her famous in the award ceremony. so she was upset about it. If that were true, she actually felt the opposite way about the lyric, and this was all caught by Kanye's wife, Kim Kardashian of all people. That's pretty much why Taylor went out on her too. And Katie, because apparently she was going to write a lyric about Taylor in a mean way in her song Swish Swish. Thankfully she later scrapped it, but that's still a low blow. So Taylor then snapped and her cutesy and fun self is now gone. And thus, this song was released. Speaking of which, I haven't even gotten to the song itself yet. And let me start off by saying, it sucks so bad! If Look at Me is my least favorite hit, and Tunnel Vision is my second least favorite, then Look What You Made Me Do would definitely fit right into my top 3. The lyrics here are downright infuriating, her rapping is as horrible as ever, and the production is utterly tasteless. The only thing I kind of tolerate is the bridge, but even then, it's killed off by the lackluster chorus. Yeah, it's no wonder that many critics have considered this as one of, if not the worst song that was ever released in 2017. And it's no surprise that this blows. Let's hope she gets back into her senses so we cannot deal with this ever again. There. I'm glad I got that out of my system. So yeah, that's gonna cover the worst list. Maybe I'll do the same for the best list. So, I am Danjo, the Mysterious, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until we meet again.